Hi, my name's Matt Ryan, and this is a short presentation on the benefit of livestock performance from grazing cereals and canola crops. I'm going to cover some results of an experiment we conducted in 2011 in Esperance, Western Australia on grazing canola and cereal crops with cattle. Much of the previous dual-purpose cropping experiments have focused on grazing crops with sheep. We had an opportunity to investigate the impact of grazing canola, wheat and barley with cattle. I'm going to talk to you today about the animal production from the grazing of canola and cereal crops compared to cattle remaining on pasture. This is a live weight graph of the cattle grazing the crops and remaining on pasture. You can see at the start from May through to the 16th of June, the cattle remained on pasture together. On the 16th of June, they were split into three groups, and from there, a third of the cattle remained on pasture as a control, a third of the cattle grazed a canola crop, and a third of the cattle grazed a cereal crop made up of a range of varieties of wheat and barley. The cattle grazed the crops for 4 weeks until the 14th of July, after which they returned to the pasture. At the end of the 4-week period, the heifers that grazed the cereal had the greatest improvement in live weight, followed by the heifers that remained on the pasture, and then the heifers that grazed the canola. It took 2 weeks for the heifers to adapt to the canola diet, during which period they only maintained their live weight. After this, you can see their growth rate improved significantly for the second fortnight. During the experiment, the grazing area of the cereal and canola crops was reduced to increase the grazing pressure from 18 DSE to 30 DSE. This increase in stocking pressure during the last 2 weeks corresponded to a reduction in the growth rate of the heifers grazing the cereal. This was also supported by a reduction in the nutritional quality of the cereal crop during this period. So some important things to consider from this are that if you're going to graze crops with yearling cattle, it might be better to graze cereal crops at a moderate stocking rate of around 18 DSE to optimise animal production. And that if you are going to graze canola crops with yearling cattle, remember there will be approximately a 2-week adaptation period. So to get the optimal animal production from grazing canola, it might be beneficial to graze canola for greater than 4 weeks. If you'd like to see a longer version of this presentation, click the link below.